What if I told you I'm able to guess the day of the week for any given date, past or future? Well, this is possible thanks to the Doomsday Algorithm. My aim in this series of videos is to teach you the Doomsday Algorithm, and hopefully at the end of the series you have a grasp of this wonderful area of mathematics and how this can be applied to computation and also as a cool party trick. Okay, so let's start as an example. If you don't believe me, I can tell you the day of the week of, for example, the 11th of September of 2001. You may argue, okay, this guy's just fooling with me. Everybody knows this was a Tuesday. He could have just looked it up, or this is a very famous date, so I mean, it's normal that I know, right? Well, actually, I didn't look it up. I calculated in my brain. And it's all thanks to John Conway, the English mathematician who invented the Doomsday Algorithm in 1973. For those of you who don't know, an algorithm is a set of instructions such as a list. One may imagine a simple robot carrying a set of instructions given by its owner that transforms any given input into a desired output. So it would be like a function, and the algorithm is inside the box, and the box would be a computer, or in this case, as I will teach you how to perform certain calculations inside your brain, the box will be yourselves. Okay, so this is all possible in the beginning thanks to Lewis Carroll. You may know him mostly by Alice in Wonderland, his famous book, because he was an English writer, mathematician, photographer, amongst many other professions this great and genius man had. He developed upon the mathematical concept of the perpetual year. This principle that dictates the characteristics of our calendar, which is the Gregorian calendar, this principle dictates that every 400 years, any given date will be on the same exact day of the week. This translates to that every year there's a certain set of dates that coincide in the same exact day of the week. Of course, each year this day of the week changes. And we will see in further videos how this changes. We will examine exactly the characteristics, the rates of this change, etc. etc. At first, in this kind of crash course of the Doomsday method, you just gotta know that these dates written here are Doomsday dates. As you may notice, the even numbers, the even months, so April, June, August, October, and December, all follow the same pattern, which is the 4th of April, the 6th of June, 8th of August, so on and so forth. Then, for February, it's always gonna be the last day of the month, depending on if it's a year with 366 days, so a year divided that's divisible by 4, or a year a year that's divisible by 4, it's gonna be February. It's gonna have one more day, so it's gonna be on the 29th, and in a normal year it's gonna be on the 28th. It happens just the same in January. So in a normal year, Doomsday will be on a 3rd of January. However, in a year that's divisible by 4, it will be on the 4th of January. And then for the uneven months, you just gotta memorize this phrase so you can remember them more easily. The phrase is as follows: I work 9 to 5 in a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is just a supermarket that's very popular in the United States, and this phrase is just a technique to memorize that the 9th of May, the 5th of September, and the 11th of July, and the 7th of November all are in this set of dates that correspond to Doomsday in any given year. So, what does this mean? This means that on every single date that I stated, for example, let's say the year 2000, I know for a fact that in the year 2000, the Doomsday was on Tuesday. So this means, since 2000 is a year divisible by 4, that the 4th of January, the 29th of February, the 4th of April, the 9th of May, the 6th of June, the 7th of July, so on and so forth, of 2000, the year 2000, all were on Tuesday. Oh, and you may notice that I forgot March. March, if you're a math guy, you will remember this easily. Doomsday in March is precisely in Pi Day, so the 14th of March. Why Pi? Why is this day called the Pi Day? Why? Well, it's very simple, because the number pi, as you may know, is 3.1415, so on and so forth. So the 14th of March, it's also useful to remember that is Doomsday. Okay, last but not least, on this crash course, on this first video of the series that is gonna teach you how to master the Doomsday algorithm, the first beginner thing you gotta learn is to assign each day of the week a specific number. This comes very intuitive. As you may notice, Monday is number 1, Tuesday number 2, Wednesday number 3, Thursday number 4, Friday number 5, Saturday number 6, Sunday can be 7 or 0. Well, why? Because adding any given day of the month 7, it will give you the same day of the week. For example, the 4th of February of 2026, I know it's a Wednesday, as you can see here. I add 7, 4 plus 7 is 11. The 11th of the same month is Wednesday. Plus 7, 18. 18, you can see if I add 7, it will end up on the same day of the week. So yeah, Sunday, that's why we assigned it a 0. We could assign it a 7, but since as this method progresses and you get better at it, we're gonna perform harder and harder calculations in our heads. Not that hard. It's just basic level arithmetics, like just adding, subtracting, multiplying, and division. So nothing you gotta worry about. This trick just makes things easier, and it's useful to know that every 7 days, a day of the week, it will be the same. So yeah, that's about it for the first video of the Doomsday method. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please drop a like, drop a follow. I will be posting more videos on this series if you show your support on the comments. And yeah, that's about it. Math guy out. Peace.